This is your news source evening bulletin for today, Thursday, the 26th day of October in the year 2023. I'm Gordon Mosley reporting, and here's what we're tracking tonight. The government has announced that 6 bidders are being awarded new oil blocks offshore Guyana, and the 100% Guyanese-owned company led by women is among the winners of the recent oil block auction. During a press conference at his party's headquarters this afternoon, Second Vice President Bara Jagdeo announced that of the awarded oil blocks, the CISPRO company has been awarded a deep water block as well as a shallow water block. The directors of the CISPRO company are Dr. Melissa Varswick, Abigail Lunk-Watson, Ayadeli Dalgetty Dean, and D. George. A consortium comprising of Total Energies EP, Qatar Energy International, and Petronas EMP Overseas Ventures of Malaysia was awarded 1 block. One of the blocks was also awarded to the ExxonMobil Hess and Sino consortium that is currently operating in the Stabroek block, while a Nigerian company, International Group Investment Inc., was awarded 2 blocks. Meanwhile, Liberty Petroleum Corporation and the Ghana-based Sibili Energy Limited were awarded 1 block, and Delcor Inc. Guyana and Watad Energy Arabian Drillers of Saudi Arabia were awarded the other remaining block. Mr. Jagdeo said the government will now meet with the companies that have been awarded the blocks to work out the modalities.
Now that the award has been made, we now have to meet with the interested or the parties to which the blocks have been awarded to have a negotiation on the contracting. That is to move towards the completion of the award.
With the new oil blocks awarded, the Vice President said that the fiscal terms of the model PSA are not going to change. He noted, however, that government is open during the negotiations to make minor changes in the PSA, but nothing to do with the fiscal terms will be touched. He explained that although the blocks have been awarded, the process has not been finalized, noting that ExxonMobil has already made certain pronouncements about the new PSA.
If their demands are extreme, then we will simply not proceed with the signing.
The second vice president said the companies that have been allotted the oil blocks have confirmed that they have their signing bonus and are all ready to proceed to the next level. More news coming up in just a moment.
Hi, I'm Andrea King, Miss World Guyana, and your Pinktober Ambassador 2023. Come take a run with me. Now that we've got the route down, I look forward to seeing you on October 29, 6 a.m. right here at Everest Ground as we walk and run for a cause. Remember, we are many hands with caring hearts.
Oh my lord! I just love to shop in this store. My customers, them gonna love all these things. So many different things in one place. Household items, electronics, toys, stationery, confectionery, exercise equipment, shoes and clothes for men, women and children, school things, costume, jewelry, perfume, makeup. Oh, look the makeup!
Giftland Office Max, Guyana's favorite department store.
It's one of your biggest goals, getting your own home, where memories are made, where happiness lives. You may feel that home ownership or renovation is beyond your reach, but we at Republic want you to know that there's always a way. Ask us about our suite of mortgages. Let's help make your housing wishes come true, or advise on how the equity in your existing home can finance other dreams and goals. Call or go online to learn more.
Join Six Vibes and Stems Hospitality and Outside Lounge as they present the most epic party of the year. Colors Ignite. Silent Headphone Party.
Friday, 27th of October, 2023 at Outside Lounge. Secure our limited headphones for just $5,000 and party to the rhythm of your choice. Colors Ignite Silent Headphone Party.
Oh, this is sick.
Bust the flavors. We're full of flavors. Bust the flavors, that my crave for. We're full of flavors. Tell your neighbors about the bust the flavors. Grab a bust the flavors. Yeah, thirst buster. Grab a buster. Bust the flavor, taste the savor. Bust the flavors. Bust the flavors.
The Ministry of Natural Resources and the ExxonMobil company have announced another significant oil discovery offshore Guyana in the Stabroek Block. The latest discovery was made at the Lancet Fish 1 well, where the company encountered approximately 92 feet of oil-bearing sandstone. The well was drilled in 5,843 feet of water and is located southeast of the Fangtooth 1 well discovery. President and CEO of ExxonMobil Guyana, Alastair Rutledge, said initial results from the Lancet Fish 1 well are encouraging and demonstrate the Stabroek Block's continued exploration potential. He said the ExxonMobil company is increasing its understanding of Guyana's offshore resources with each new discovery. The Lancet Fish 1 well was drilled by the Noble Dawn Taylor, one of 6 drill ships supporting ExxonMobil Guyana's exploration and appraisal activities offshore Guyana. It is the second discovery this year, joining the Fangtooth SE1 well discovery that was announced in late January by the Exxon company. The Stabroek Block is 6.6 million acres. In a separate statement, the Ministry of Natural Resources said it welcomes the latest discovery, explaining that a newly discovered reservoir will undergo a comprehensive appraisal process, which aligns with the ongoing appraisal activities for other discoveries in the region. The Ministry of Natural Resources has revealed that the head of the petroleum unit, Bobby Gassai, will lose 15 days of pay and receive an official warning over his role in the oil audit scandal. The government laid full blame at the feet of Gassai for the massive reduction in the flag claims by the Exxon company that was revealed in the audit for the years 1999 to 2017. The Guyana Revenue Authority had flagged $214 million of the total claims put forward by Exxon for cost oil. However, following a meeting between Exxon officials and the petroleum unit head, the questionable amount was reduced to just over $3 million. The government later stated that Gassai had no authority to meet with Exxon officials on the audit and accused him of offering bad advice to Vice President Jack Dio and the Natural Resources Minister Vikram Bharat. In an official response to a query raised by the Stabroek News, the Ministry of Natural Resources indicated today that a review of the facts coming out of the investigations confirmed that the discussions between Exxon officials and Gassai were never approved, and the petroleum unit head has been disciplined in keeping with public service rules for the offense of negligence. Under those rules, the Natural Resources Ministry said it was approved that a maximum fine in the amount of 15 days' pay be instituted against Mr. Gassai, in addition to him receiving an official warning. The Revenue Authority has stated that the original questionable sum of $214 million will remain in place.
Join Six Vibes and Stems Hospitality and Outside Lounge as they present the most epic party of the year. Colors Ignite Silent Headphone Party. Friday, 27th of October, 2023 at Outside Lounge. Secure our limited headphones for just $5,000 and party to the rhythm of your choice. Colors Ignite Silent Headphone Party.
Oh, this is sick.
I am Avinash Narain.
First met Avinash through one of my friends, and it was an instant meeting between two souls.
Crystal is a genuine person. She loves fashion.
He's one of those souls that once you meet him, it's hard not to love him.
My grandmother, my mother, and her eldest sister, they were seamstresses. And I guess that's where my inspiration came from. It was very hard for me coming out to my family. Back then, being gay wasn't accepted. There is still a lot of stigma and discrimination attached to us. But at the end of the day, I'm human just like you are.
It's important for me to be an ally on such an important topic because he's my friend. He's also a human being and everybody needs support.
Attorney General and Minister of Legal Affairs Senior Counsel Anil Nandlal has asked the Interparliamentary Union to condemn the actions of Venezuela and for the Union to demand that Venezuela respects the legal process of the International Court of Justice. The Attorney General is attending the 147th meeting of the IPU in Angola, and he told the gathering that time is of the essence and the international community must raise its voice collectively against the aggression from Venezuela.
Much have been said about the war in Ukraine, the conflict in Gaza, and conflicts elsewhere. However, I wish to place on record a situation which is evolving in my country, Guyana. The Republic of Venezuela proposes to pass a referendum in that country on the 3rd of December 2023, seeking to annex to Venezuela more than 2/3 of Guyana's sovereign territory. This reckless and unlawful move is intended to further Venezuela's baseless claim to Guyana's territory, a dispute long settled by arbitration in 1899. Venezuela perseveres with this illegal conduct despite that this issue is pending between the two states at the International Court of Justice upon the direction of the United Nations Secretary General.
Nandlal said Venezuela's actions not only undermine public institutions, but engender conflicts and violate the very thematic fundamentals of the IPU conference.
In the circumstances, I call upon the IPU to condemn the actions of the Republic of Venezuela and demand that Venezuela respects the legal process of the International Court of Justice. Time is of the essence.
The Attorney General also told the international conference that nation states must comply with international law, agreements and conventions, and must be bound by decisions and processes of international organizations such as the UN and the International Court of Justice. Any deviation, he said, is contrary to world peace, which all nations must seek to achieve. Opposition Member of Parliament David Patterson is seeking $25 million in damages from the state after being barred from leaving the country last month. Patterson was on his way to the US for a conference when he was blocked from leaving the country by immigration officers, who claimed that his name was flagged in their system as someone who should be prevented from leaving the country. Patterson's attorney, Nigel Hughes, has dispatched a letter to the Attorney General Anil Nandlal, stating that Mr. Patterson's fundamental right to travel out of the country was breached by the Chief Immigration Officer when he refused to permit him to depart Guyana. According to Attorney Hughes, the actions of the Chief Immigration Officer were intended to and did frustrate the official visit and presentations of Mr. Patterson at the Washington, D.C. conference. Consequently, Mr. Patterson is seeking $25 million in damages from the state for his troubles. Mr. Hughes said given the gravity of the intentional violation of Mr. Patterson's protected rights, the occasion which he missed as a result of the actions of the Chief Immigration Officer and the clear flouting of the order of the magistrate is entitled to substantial damages. The attorney said he has further been instructed by Patterson that in light of the express admission of the Chief Immigration Officer that the immigration officers had breached Patterson's protected and guaranteed constitutional right to travel out of the country, in view of Article 148 of the Constitution, that Patterson is entitled to vindicatory damages. The Chief Immigration Officer, Acting Police Commissioner Clifton Hicken, has apologized to Mr. Patterson, and Patterson was eventually allowed to leave the country. Two small-scale gold miners are threatening to take legal action against the Ministry of Natural Resources and the Guyana Georgian Mines Commission over a decision to seize control of several mining claims more than 18 months after the miners, through their consortium, had achieved validation from the Commission. Through their attorneys Jan Dejourn, the miners Milton Bransford and Ayudia Narayan have written the Minister of Natural Resources and the Commissioner of the GGMC demanding that the Commission processes 32 claim license in their favor. In the letter, the businessmen said they have rightful possession to the claims and therefore have the right to occupy them. According to the letter, significant work was done by the businessmen to develop the lands ahead of the application process. They said identification, prospecting, and related works on the lands in respect to the claims began in April of this year. And from then to today, the clients have expended very considerable investments towards realizing the potential of the land. It was noted that necessary fees were paid to the GGMC to cover 32 applications after the GGMC indicated that the areas were available. According to the attorney, the GGMC initiated a verification process in accordance with the mining regulations. It was successfully executed in July of this year, but the process of issuing the license was left hanging due to a failure by the Commission to issue the claims and have the license published in the official gazette. The attorney said the situation made a turn for the worse when on the 19th of July the GGMC ordered the miners to remove from the claim area on the grounds that they were not permitted to work at the time of the order. To resolve the issue, the miners met with both the minister and the commissioner back in August. However, they were told that the area was closed for all mining, except large-scale mining operations. By the 8th of August, the minister, in issuing a gazetted order, said that there shall be no prospecting or mining for any mineral within the area described in the schedule. The order covered the 32 claims. The miners were subsequently ordered to vacate the lands. They have warned that they will move to the court if the process of finalizing their application is not reopened.
Guyana's economy is rapidly transforming, and we're all part of it. Guyoil is at the forefront of this development by providing reliable and efficient energy and supporting community development from the very core. 100% of Guyoil's profit goes back to building schools, roads, and other important infrastructure that connects our cities and towns, providing fuel to domestic, marine, industrial, and aerial transportation. Guyoil has now repositioned itself as a market leader in the petroleum industry, building a better future for all of us.
Sorry!
Jack?
Hey!
Boys, where you going with all that speed?
Yo, today's the 15th, my NIS contributions are due, and I ain't even get the forms as yet.
Hold on. You mean to tell me that you're not aware that all self-employed persons can now make their NIS contributions using the MMG app from the comforts of their homes and offices?
Really? You know, I just pay my bills using MMG, you know?
Yes, Jack, and the thing's simple. All you have to do is open the app, select Pay Bills, Government Services, NIS, and Pay. They will prompt you to enter your NIS number, the month you're paying for, and the amount.
So I don't need to submit any form?
No, the only time you submit in a form is when you're making a claim.
Wait, I could make a claim too?
Oh no, Manja, you didn't know that? Yes, all self-employed persons are entitled to all benefits from NIS. Well, except for the industrial benefits. And here's the good part. All of their forms, you can download them from the NIS website.
Well, girl, I'm really glad I bumped into you.
Anyhow, make sure you pay your bills later.
Later? I gotta sit down right here and pay my contributions first.
Take care.
For further information, please visit the website at www.nis.org.gy, the National Insurance Scheme Facebook page, or your nearest NIS office.
Food Max Supermarket, located on the ground floor of the Giftland Mall, is your one-stop shop for all your grocery needs. We stock a variety of imported frozen meat and food products, fresh produce, and pet supplies, freshly made bread. Rotisserie chicken and patties are also available daily. Shop in comfort today at Food Max and let our courteous staff assist you in satisfying your shopping needs. Food Max, the fresh food specialist.
It's one of your biggest goals, getting your own home, where memories are made, where happiness lives. You may feel that home ownership or renovation is beyond your reach, but we at Republic want you to know that there's always a way. Ask us about our suite of mortgages. Let's help make your housing wishes come true. Or advise on how the equity in your existing home can finance other dreams and goals. Call or go online to learn more.
Look who's in the mix now. The new Buster Soda Water. 0 calories, 0 sugar, 0 artificial flavors. 100% refreshing. Taste Buster Soda Water today. Buster Soda Water, now available for only $120.
Across the region tonight, Costa Rica's Attorney General's office has opened an investigation into the disappearance of some $6 million at the Central American country's largest commercial bank, bank officials have announced. The $6.2 million in question were first detected missing at the National Bank of Costa Rica in August through internal audits, and 5 employees have since been suspended as a result. The Attorney General's office is investigating 5 officials, including an accountant, supervisors, and a security guard. The bank's clients are not at risk, an official said. The bank reported that it does not know when or how the money went missing, adding that the details will be clearer after the Attorney General's office's investigation and an internal investigation by the bank itself in Costa Rica. In Mexico, at least 27 people were killed by Hurricane Otis, which made landfall on Mexico's Pacific coast on Wednesday. 4 more people have been reported missing. Acapulco was among the areas worst hit, with 80% of the resort's hotels damaged and streets flooded. The Mexican president traveled to the city by land and at one point had to get out of his car and walk as debris from a mudslide blocked the highway. With landlines and mobile phone coverage disrupted more than 24 hours, it took officials until this morning to release the death toll. The Secretary of State for Security in Mexico confirmed that 27 persons had died. The Ministry of Defense said 8,000 soldiers had been deployed to Acapulco and towns along the coast to help with the clear-up and provide residents with food and water. And finally tonight, international news. The U.S. economy grew faster than expected in the third quarter of this year, helped by a tight jobs market and consumer spending. The economy expanded at an annual rate of 4.9% in the July to September period, according to the government's first estimate. It marked the biggest rise seen since the last 3 months of 2021. Consumers spent a lot despite the Federal Reserve trying to clamp down on spending with higher interest rates. Analysts expected that the economy would grow by 4.5% in the third quarter of this year. But a strong jobs market meant that consumers were able to ask for bigger pay packets and keep spending on concerts, movies, or holidays over the summer. Consumer spending, which accounts for more than 2/3 of economic activity in the U.S., was the main driver behind the rise. And that's your News Source Evening Bulletin for tonight. I'm Gordon Mosley reporting and encouraging you to have a safe and pleasant evening. Good night.